Hello folks, welcome back to the another video. Today we're gonna see application reliability and health probes. So these are the main parameters we used to approach in the application deployment, right? One of the main there is a several readiness probe and liveness probe. Those we will see in upcoming videos. So this approach is used to help in the perspective of uh, pod health side. That means if a pod is down, for example, nginx pod is down, and the cluster should know it is down and it want to restart that, or it want to exit or complete something action it will do. So in that aspect, the application is running and it's an important application, and manually we can't go on to restart that. So cluster will came to know with the restart policy. So we will configure that application and deployment. There will be a restart policy. In that restart policy, if we give never, the pod will complete the job and it will go for the completed state. That means the pod will stop running. That's it. If we stop the pod and will start the application is stopped due to some issues or some resource high utilization, it couldn't exist more than that, or request issue or a memory, whatever, it will stop running. All right, and it can't restart. If we give never, it can't restart. All right. So in that case, we want to redeploy or we want to rerun the pod. I want to do some troubleshooting, right? If we give always, that means here we will change that always, then it will keep on restarting until the pod exit the condition. We will give the condition, so this many times it should restart, then until that the cluster try to restart the pod, right? So every particular interval it try to restart the pod. So this will ensure the application to run always. All right. So we will see that how it will behave in the cluster, how we will deploy, and we can see that how it will work, right? So first we will go with the never. If we give never, right? So what will happen? Go for the pod, create pod. So we'll give never, right? So container is creating, it's running nginx pod. Right, we check. Yeah, it's running. And what we will gonna do? We will kill the container inside it. So it have killed. So now the pod is completed. That means running it stopped and it now in the complete stage. See, it's exited, right? Events, right? Yeah, it's not available because it stopped running. So if the condition, the restart policy is never, that's why it stopped. In case if we give always, so what it will do, so we'll delete this pod and we'll recreate with a new deployment pod YAML running. Yeah, running. See this pod creating. Yeah, running. Yeah, it's running. Yeah. So now what we will do again, we will try to kill the pod and it completed and again it's running. 2 seconds back it's restarted, right? Restart 00. Here you see 1. That means it's a restarted first time. See, it's restarted once. So again we will kill that. So 26 seconds ago it got restarted. Now it completed, and it trying to restart again. See, crash rolled back off. Now it's running. That means it restarted. It's second time it's restarted because it having the policy always, right? So you can go through in the documentations. There will be a set of more key values for that, and you can give the time. So this conditions. So this many time it should try in that intervals, and it should keep on restarting until the the certain count, right? So there will be an parameters, we can use them, right? So this is how the restart policy will work. All right, so now we will go for the health props. So health props basically what and how in the case cluster will once the deployment done, cluster will try to expose the services, and they try to uh, fetch the details from that application pod, and try to expose the services and permit the traffic. So once the suddenly if the deployment happened and everything got created, and at the finite moment it can't allow or denied any services pods communications. So the cluster should know the pod deployed it having a several containers inside, and it should have or take some time to fetch the container from the private repository or wherever, and it will take some time to build, and it will take some time to expose and come to the ready state. So cluster should know when or how much time it will take, or rather it should know when to approach. In the case we want to intimate that after 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 1 minute, you can check it, the application will be available. So the startup delay parameters are there. So this attributes. So we want to pass this parameters through the environmental variable. For example, nginx container, right? So in this we are declaring this application will available after 50 milliseconds, 50,000 milliseconds. That means 50 seconds, right? So this what it will do until this pod is created also, it won't be available to accept or deny the traffic, right? The cluster will take them to service after 50 milliseconds. Oh, sorry, 50 seconds, right? We'll check this, right? So, so now this pod is running. We'll delete that. Right? So it will this pod will available after 50 seconds. All right. See, I'm creating this. It will take a few seconds to create. I think it might have created. See, so pod created 9 seconds ago. Now we will test. We're not going to kill. So localhost, it's a nginx app. It should show the web page. So if we didn't configure the startup delay, it will show the page actually. We passed some commands also. It will keep hold that nginx expose services for 50 milliseconds. So right. So still how many seconds? 38 seconds, right? Still it didn't exposed. So after 50 milliseconds, after 50 milliseconds, yeah, 51 milliseconds, sorry, 51 seconds, now the page will expose. See, after 50 seconds only the nginx pod got exposed. All right, so this is how the startup delay will work. If your application is deployed, and if you configure the startup delay, and for particular seconds, so it will hold the application for the until the particular seconds exceed, right? So once these are exceed the particular seconds, the application will start to work like this, right? All right, so that's it. So this is how startup prob will work. So we'll meet on next video, guys. Thank you.